Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to discuss about how the upcoming month of June is going to be for the Leo zodiac, and we are going to cover in three parts: the love, the career, and the monthly overview. And in love as well, there would be two different aspects. That would be if you're single and if you're in a relationship. So, starting with how your love life is going to be in June. So, if you are single, then you can definitely expect some kind of things accelerating in your love life. There can be some happening things that can be there. Maybe if you have been wishing for some kind of a love, if you have been thinking about the kind of relationship that you want to be, or the connection that has been there in your mind, then I do see all your wishes when it comes to love life getting fulfilled. So there can be chances that you can meet that person who can actually provide that fulfilling connection to you. But it is also your responsibility to not to get too much overloaded with expectations. So yes, you can meet some new connections, some new bondings can be there, but make sure that you're not overexerting yourself by putting a lot of expectations from that particular relationship. So this new relationship, if you are in a process of connecting with someone, make sure that you're not just putting a lot of pressure on the other person and even on yourself to take this connection very fastly. And that is why it is essential for you to give this connection that time to grow with emotional depths and to actually turn into something significant, because there are good chances that this connection can indeed provide a stability, happiness in your connection as well. There can be times when you can feel that you are getting a lot of appreciation, affection from the other person as well. It is just that as of now you need to just go with the flow and enjoy the good moments, enjoy the positivity that can be around you. The more you exert yourself in the pressure of turning this relationship into very significant thing, or to put a lot of pressure in identifying that whether this relationship is something that can be there in long term or not, then there can be certain things that can be spoiled, and eventually you would be um, just spoiling things for yourself. So that is why this is a time where, if you're single, so this is a time where you just enjoy the flow, where you enjoy the happening things, and there can be good emotional depths as well increasing in your relationship. So you can expect the connection growing, and it can also be very harmonious kind of a connection. You can also find that the give and take is there between both of you, and that is why it would not be very easy for you to make choices when it comes to your love life. And if you are in a very new process, and if you're just completely single, there is no connection there, then you can expect some more choices that can come across. So you can also get confused on which one to choose, or where to give your attention. So this choosing thing can also be there, and for that purpose, make sure that you are going with the choice that you feel most aligned with the one where you feel that the energies are there between both of you, and you're not just considering the practical things, but you're also considering the emotional happiness, and how things are uh, going between both of you. So that vibe should be there. And now, if you're already in a relationship, so there can be times when you can feel that your partner is being self-centered, and they are not providing a lot of emotional support to you. But it seems like it is important for you to communicate more, because if you just keep on taking things on yourself, and if you just keep overexerting yourself, then things can be quite draining for you. So it is essential for you to just tell them what's bothering you, and what are the things that they need to do, so that they can also be equally supportive. So they may not do things intentionally to hurt you, but maybe they can be caught up with other things, or they can be more concerned about their own well-being for a time being. So you can feel that that emotional support is somewhere missing, and you can also be overdrained with a lot of things. So you would expect that kind of emotional support coming from your partner. But yes, if you just communicate with them, then there are good chances that you would indeed get that kind of appreciation, the support that you're looking for. So it seems like you would have to let them know what you need in that particular time span in your relationship. So that communication is needed, and it is also a good possibility that once you are done with all those petty issues, then there can be a good phase where you would be understanding each other more, and that emotional support would also be there. That joy, the stability can also increase in your relationship. If you are planning to take your relationship further, then this month can be a good month where you can plan out more things together. And maybe if you are thinking to take a significant step, then you can also work on that emotional compatibility and consider those important decisions as well. So this can also be a phase where you and your partner can attend some good events together. There can be some kind of celebrations, there can be some kind of joy that can be around you and in your relationship. Even the gifts can be there, so that positivity would be there. It is just that you need to shift that focus towards more towards that positivity. And even if you feel that there are petty issues, then just communicate them with your partner, and they would definitely listen to you and work, and would be willing to work on those things. They would be willing to provide that harmony in the connection as well. So you would not feel that it is just you who wants to create that harmonious relationship, but they would also equally um, be there, choosing you, choosing the relationship over their other priorities. So in the start they can be somewhere diverted with some other things, some other priorities, but once you are there, communicating things, telling them what you require, then definitely they would be turning their focus towards you. And that is why it is essential for both of you to create those happy moments together. Now, talking about your career, well, the career can be slow and even challenging in the start, but it seems like as the month would flow, you would be finding that stability and even some profits in respect of your career. So you can feel that, maybe there may have been times, maybe some past times have been there which have been difficult, and that is why you are finding it hard to be very confident while taking some decisions, or while just coming out speaking your heart. And maybe there can be times when you can feel that there is a need for you to speak up and present your opinions, present what you're feeling. But there can be that fear that maybe you're not very well confident that how you would be perceived. So that defensiveness can be there, that fear can be there on how the other people are going to perceive you if you just come out strongly with your suggestions, or come out strongly with how you are feeling about a particular project, or some something, anything that you're working on, or some ideas. Even if you are doing your own business or you're self-employed, then also there can be some fear inside you of changing things around you, or taking some good steps that can be progressive in the coming time. So there is that lack of confidence that you can surface in the initial time of the month, and this can also make you feel emotionally vulnerable as well. So there can be a lot of emotional vulnerability when it comes to your career. So maybe there can be people who can demoralize you, and you can take all of those words to your heart. So it would not be very strong for you to just let them be, let them speak, because whatever they would be speaking, whatever they would be criticizing, you can take all of those things to heart. So there can be chances that if you are not in a state of doing well, or if you just make a mistake, then there can be people around you who can just put you down, who can just criticize you, and you can just get into self guilt, and there can be a lot of regrets, and it can also come from your past negative patterns as well. So maybe you can feel some um, past difficult situations in your career repeating this month. So you can feel that maybe there is a certain kind of fear. Like, for example, if you have lost your job because of certain things, then there can be this fear as well that you don't need that kind of outcome. So all of those difficulties from the past can you know trigger your insecurities, and you can think about the bad things that have happened in the past. And this is because it is very necessary for you to calm yourself down, and think that this is just a phase. Because once you are there, triggering your insecurities, then there can be a lot of mess that can be around. And even if there can be people who can try to help you out, the genuine people, the loved ones that are there for you, that are there to offer you good things, you can just be upset about the things that really doesn't matter in the long term. So if you feel that if your superiors, or maybe some of your teammates, or some clients or anything, have told you certain things that are not very valid in the long term, and you can work on your mistakes and you can improve yourself in the short term, then do not just dwell over into those feelings, and make sure that you are having that confidence within yourself. Because if you are willing to work on the issues that can come across in the coming time, you can create good profits out of it. So take it as something, as an opportunity to grow. Take it as an opportunity to grow your finances as well. So if you feel that there are certain things that should be changed in your patterns, or if someone is pointing out your mistake, then instead of just taking all of those things to heart, try to figure out that whether you can improve all these things or not. And if you feel that you're perfect in it, then that's fine. But then if you feel that there are things that you can work on, then look for the ways, look for the solutions, and with the confidence that you would carry within yourself, that whatever it is, you can work on it. Things can be very smooth for you. So towards the end of the month, you can feel that all those negative energies are leaving you. Sorry, all those negative energies are leaving you, and you're walking towards smoother water. So you can expect that kind of smoothness coming into. And you can also feel that maybe someone else can also support you in that. So maybe someone that you trust on, maybe someone more experienced than you can provide you some guidance, can provide you some advices, and who can help you to just cross the difficult times. And ultimately there can be good profits as well, just to once you're done fighting with your inner insecurities, then you can expect some good results. You can even expect that appreciation, that stability coming across. It is just that you need to work on that system. You need to plan things well and execute things according to that, and then you can expect good gains and stability coming to you as well. So overall, this can be a good positive month for you if you just try to manage all those energies together. Because there can be a lot of things that can be happening around you, and it can be difficult for you to recognize on which one to trust. There can be times when things can be too good to be true. So there can also be times when you can find yourself being very happy and very hopeful about a lot of things. So it is responsibility of you to just figure out that whether this is just on the surface, or there is some strong foundation behind it. So make sure that whatever you are you know perceiving, whatever opportunities you are seeing, maybe if there are things that seems to be quite tempting to you, make sure that you are having that kind of a mindset where you're taking your time before making some major decisions. Because even when it comes to finances, there can be good opportunities for you to grow. And if you feel that there can be certain things that can provide you benefits, then make sure that you're not just falling for that short term money thing. Make sure that you're planning out things well, and you are here to make sure that things are not just being good on the surface, but they are holding a strong foundation behind it. So this is very essential for you to figure out what is actually good for you and what is just looking good for you, and go with the things that are there for you, that are going to give you the benefit for the long term. And that is why that joy kind of environment can be there. There can be some more celebrations as well. Maybe there can be some family get-togethers as well, where you can be just feeling lighthearted, enjoying your time. And that is why it is essential for you to go with the flow, but also make sure that you're taking your time to analyze things, and also trying to work on the things that you need to work on. Because there can be times when your inner strength would be required, and that can be more more towards the thing that you feel are not in your control. So with calmness you can manage biggest obstacles of yours. And even if you feel that things are getting out of your hand, you would still be in control. So this is something that you need to remember, that no matter how negative things are there, or how big you feel the obstacles are, with patience and with your inner strength, you would be able to manage things well. So be wise, do not take impulsive decisions, do not just react impulsively. Take your time to analyze things. Again, that analyzing thing is also there. So take your time to analyze things and see what can be the possible solutions. The compassion towards yourself and towards others, and even towards I would say this can be a difficult thing, but the compassion even towards the people who are majorly creating difficulties for you. So show them that you are bigger than all of these problems, and you are uh, very wise when it comes to dealing with all those things. So this is something that you need to manage. And again, if you are successful in managing all those things, then this can be a very smooth kind of a month. The initial things can be challenging, but once you are there, once you are recognizing okay, what's good for you, what's not, and where to put your trust on, and what is the thing that can benefit you in the future, then things can be very smooth for you. So overall, this can be positive good month for you. It is just that you need to tap into your inner strengths, trust your potentials, trust your skills, and have a great month ahead. And yes, that's it for the Leo zodiac. And next up, we would be covering other zodiacs. And yes, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I have a great day ahead.